Welcome to the Sam and Joe VA Show, where we teach women just like you how to start and scale a thriving virtual assistant business.
We're your hosts, Sam and Joe, and get ready to have the control, flexibility, and freedom you've always dreamed of.
Welcome to episode 93. How long will this task take me?
The $1,000,000 question. Look, we want listeners to go away after listening to this episode feeling really confident in dealing with those very first kind of lead queries that they get when they don't actually know how long anything is going to take them to do. This is all new to them. They've got no clue. You know, they may not even know what they're going to charge, but we're not going to go into that in this episode. But this is all about having the confidence to communicate really clearly with that lead, and the confidence to estimate when required, and just know that it's okay if you're going to get it wrong the first 2 or 3 times you do it.
And you are going to get it wrong the first few times. Because what we think in our mind of how long something takes is usually way off, because there's some kind of key things we want to go through further in the episode of, like, the things that you don't think about that do actually take quite a bit of time. But first, like, what are we talking about with kind of like tasks here?
Okay, so an example might be a new lead has got a massive spreadsheet that they need tidying up, and it's got thousands of people's details on there, or hundreds of bits of data in there, but it's just a complete mess. How can you do this for me? What's it going to cost? How long is this going to take you?
Because they're going to want to know.
Well, yeah, you haven't even seen it. So you don't know the state of it. So yeah, how long is a piece of string, right?
And so I think that's a really key point you just made with, like, if you haven't seen it, very hard to estimate. So one of the first things to do is say, hey, can you like show me what the task is, what the spreadsheet is, whatever the document or whatever the project is. Can I have a look at it? Because that will help me then be able to estimate more accurately how much time this is going to take. But then you might not even still know after seeing it.
No, you might not know, because sometimes like, I'm thinking, I've worked on documents before. Like, I've been approached by someone that's gone, hey, I've got this 300-page report that it just needs a bit of polishing. It just needs a bit of tidying up, and I'd really like some page numbers and you know, an index on there as well, right? And you go, well, hey, I've done that in my 9 to 5. I've done that before. That, you know, I've got the skills, I've got the know-how. But it's not until you actually get in and start working on those documents, and it could be corrupted. You don't know how many times it's had a save as done to it, and you don't know if the styles have been set up. And it's not until you actually get working on that you go, oh, that 2 hours that I thought it was going to take me might be closer to 2 days.
So I think the key thing, if you do find yourself in that situation, is to it's kind of a few things that you could do. One is, like, the communication on this is so important. Don't be afraid once you start to go back to them and just say, hey, I'm now in this document and it has this and this issue with it. Like, this is going to take me a lot longer than my original estimate. And have that conversation. Like, that's completely reasonable to renegotiate, or just let them know that it's actually going to be longer and get there okay with that. Absolutely fine. And another option that you could do, Sam, you had this great suggestion before we went on air, is sometimes you might want to say, hey, how about I spend 2 hours on this certain task, and then I'll let you know how far I've gotten through, so then we can kind of accurately estimate how long it's going to take to do the whole thing. Like, I've done that. You've done that.
Done it. Yeah.
Really reasonable to do, kind of offer that to them.
Yeah, I think we are so afraid of showing leads and clients that we don't know everything. that we've got it, that we're not experts in everything. Like, it's okay to go, you know what? I'm not actually sure how long this is going to take.
Mm.
Like, that's a great conversation to have. That lead or that client is going to respect you more for it, rather than pretending putting out some wild quote or estimate and then not being able to follow through, but then them being unafraid to go back and go, I got it wrong.
Mm.
Just be upfront from the word go. Communication. So much always comes down. So many issues always come back to the communication or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm. It sure does. Like everything, I would say, every issue
Yeah.
always comes back to communication. So why not kind of have that conversation up front when you are estimating things? And if they want a firm quote, to say, look, I can't give you a firm quote, but I could give you an estimate. It might be a little less, it might be a little more. That way you're kind of like leaving yourself a bit more open to being able to charge more if you need to, because it has taken so long, or they haven't done the pre-work that you need, or
Yes.
well, this is like going to lead really nicely into the kind of things that people, virtual assistants especially, forget about when they are estimating, the kind of unforeseen things. It's really important that you figure out, you kind of estimate, you're guessing really how much time something's going to take. Always add on some more time for communication.
Mm-hmm.
That client might check in with you and communicate with you every single day that you're working on that project. That needs to come into it. How many iterations you might send it back to them. You think it's perfectly fine how you've sent it back to them, but they then might have change after change after change. If you haven't actually agreed that up front, then like you've kind of got no comeback. You didn't talk about that. They had the expectation that it would be done in a state that is right for them, that they think is perfect, because you haven't actually agreed it.
Yeah. That's known as scope creep.
Yes.
Which we need to cover that in a whole different episode entirely. That deserves its own, that one.
There's also prep time too. It actually can take some time to get prepared to be able to then do that task. You might need to download something, install something, research something, all sorts of things that you might need to do so that you're then ready to actually start the actual task. Don't forget those things too.
Yeah, it's really, really important. Now, this is all well and good. These are all great strategies when you're first starting out. So those first few clients, when you don't know how long things are going to take, this is absolutely fine to do. However, this is not a long-term strategy. Guessing your way and estimating your way through your business is not a good thing long term. So in order for you to become more confident when it comes to your pricing and estimating the amount of time things are going to take you, is these first few times that you're doing things for clients, time it. You should be using a time tracker so you know exactly how long things take you. And so when you get asked the second time to do that similar type of job, you can go back to your records and go, right, this was very similar. This is pretty much where I need to start from. And you might want to tweak it.
Absolutely. And you might you might be thinking, oh, that kind of seems obvious. Of course I'm going to track my time because it's going to be an hourly thing and I'm going to charge them. But actually, most virtual assistants don't actually time the work, and they just go, oh, I estimate it was going to be 2 hours, so I'm just going to work on it and then I'm going to charge them 2 hours. No. You have to track your time. Even if you've given a fixed price that isn't associated with hours, which is kind of a whole nother topic. It's the kind of next level that you get to once you've done these first initial kind of few projects. Even if you're quoting a fixed fee, still track your time, because that fixed fee might be way off what it actually should be, and then you end up working for what might be less than minimum wage in your whatever country you're in. That's not okay either. And if you don't know, then you can't fix it and you can't become more profitable. So use this as knowledge to then accurately estimate in the future.
Yeah. So, Joe, how long will this task take me? I think we've helped everyone out now. Hopefully, we've given you all the confidence to estimate and, just know that you are going to get it wrong. You're going to get it wrong the first few times, and that is okay. You will learn from it. You will move on, and within a few clients, you're going to get really, really good at quoting and pricing, and that then leads on to creating the packages and service plans. And as Joe said, go to a different episode for that.
Cool.
That was awful. That was horrible.
Do you want to redo the end?
Oh, I think so.
You just get lost.
Yes.
Yes. I do that, and then I'm just filling in words.
That was horrible.
Okay,
so I don't even know where we finished.
Okay, so then we talked about I just had it. The time tracking. It's super important to time track because then you can accurately, that's what I said. Yes, accurately then estimate in future.
Okay.
So then, Nath,
what do we say?
Sam is going to then do a different ending for after that bit.
How do we want to end it?
I reckon so hopefully that's given you some good strategies, so that you can. The most important thing is that you know that you're going to get it wrong, and that's okay.
We'll
just
leave
kind
it
of ending on that bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Nath. Shit, look at the time.
You're
I
fine.
shouldn't have that mouthful. So hopefully that will hopefully. Nah.
No.
So that's our strategy.
So that's our top tips and strategies for estimating correctly.
Yeah. So there we have it, our top tips and strategies for estimating confidently. But you know what? If you take anything away from this, let it be that you are going to get it wrong the first few times.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Sam and Joe VA Show. If you'd like to find out more, head to the VA Foundry website to check out the mastermind and the amazing resources, courses, and coaching.
You can find us at thevafoundry.com.